Schwarzenegger. The show angers me, but I love it so much. The pain, the pathos. I am coming. Listener discretion is advised.
All right, Autobots. We're just about ready to assault the Decepticon outpost. Cliff Jumper.
Yes, Optimus, I'm right here.
Bumblebee and I will get the soldiers ready. You and Reach Around scout ahead for a clear path so we avoid any detection.
You got it. Wait, but what?
We roll out at 0600. If there's enemy patrol, give us the heads up.
Reach? Yes, Optimus, I'm right here. Reach Around who?
Huh? Oh, Reach Around. He's a new recruit. I want you to take him along.
Did you know his name?
Yeah.
His name is Reach Around?
Yes, his name is Reach Around.
Who names an Autobot Reach Around?
Yeah. What's wrong with a name like that?
I mean, it's just a bit of a strange name, don't you think?
I wouldn't say it's strange at all. Reach Around. It sounds strong. Powerful, even.
You really don't know what that word means.
What's there to know?
Do you know what a reach around is?
If I had to assume, it's when you reach around something, which is what we're going to do to infiltrate the Decepticon base.
Okay, no, that's that. Oh, geez, how do I even explain this?
Look, if you're going to be weird about it, I can send you with someone else.
I'm not saying I can't work with him.
Well, you seem really distracted by this. And to be honest, we can't afford distractions right now. This assault has to happen today, because tomorrow's the Sabbath.
Welcome to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
You like being drunk? I'm gonna get you so drunk you'll never want to drink again.
It's overmodulated. There we go. You don't need to do sound checks, you know. It's all good. It's not like the old way. The old shitty way. But anyway, hello. Welcome back. How you doing?
How you doing?
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it's done.
Okay, it's working now.
So you have a Corona already over there.
Well, it's a nonpartisan.
Yeah, I know.
Corona.
All right.
I can save it for later.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But I would check with you on one thing because we haven't been keeping up with our beer log. So I need to ask you because you're
gonna tap my memory, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of. Maybe not. At least for the last few. So I don't know if you remember the Maltings Irish Ale.
I think so.
What did you think of that?
So
here's the scale. Let's figure this scale out. All right. We need to figure this out. So I'm thinking a 5 is what that for me would be like
a 10.
A 10? You really like that one?
No, 5 would be a 10. No.
I'm thinking a 5 on
the rating scale.
That's it.
1 through 10.
It's 1 to 10.
All right.
So I'm thinking a 5, or you can go 0 to 10. I don't care. But I would think that a 5 is something that you would just drink that you like. You go to a bar. What do you have? Okay, that's the one. I'll drink that. I like that. Like Yingling. Like for me, like Yingling Light. I can just sit outside and drink that. I think that would be like a 5. Maybe the light would be a 4, but the regular would be about a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Anything below
pretty
that,
much everything we have on here is better than that.
Yeah, I mean that's sometimes like down at your show, the good folks at Screwballs had a pitcher of PBR. And
I saw you imbibing that.
And the one guy's like, "Do you want this?" I'm like, "What is it?" Because PBR. I'm like, he asked me, "Do you like it?" I'm like,
I don't add. If it's free beer, I'll drink it.
And I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll take it." And
that used to be
because I was thinking, I haven't had one of those since I was probably 14.
I had a PBR there.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was
They've run some specials,
definitely different.
Back when I was there a few times, and
yeah. But I'm thinking maybe that would be around like a 4, because I wouldn't normally order it if I had a choice.
I think it depends on where I'm at. So yesterday I went out for lunch, not to and I had a pale ale. I broke my rule yesterday because I took a vacation day.
Oh yeah, I have to talk to you about that. Yeah.
I mowed my lawn. Did it bother you?
No. So Sunday night, I got woken up, and I swear I heard it almost sounded like a fairy singing in my house. I heard it 3 times. It went yup. It was really weird. Heard it twice and then once loudly in my room. I have no idea what yop is, Y-O-P. So anyway, got up, went to work. I was halfway through my day, and I remembered what yop means. Y-O-P. You're on PTO. I'm off this week. I forgot.
Oh my God. You're off the whole week?
Yeah. And I went to work on Monday.
So you logged in.
I totally spaced out. I completely.
I was wondering because when I was outside,
you've been seeing me
yesterday-
sitting there drinking.
No, I saw the garage door open, and I was like, oh,
The fuck's he doing?
Huh.
But yeah, I cleaned the garage today. That was fun. But I was just I just was like, what the hell? So yeah, I saw you mowing the lawn, and I was like, oh, you must take a day off to recuperate.
I took off because Ken and I went up to Judas Priest on Sunday night with Nico.
I saw that.
And we got back late, and I figured we'd get back late. And so I did a preemptive takeoff, and Ken crashed here in Studio B.
I saw him leaving later, looking a little bit ashamed and mystified. Yeah,
We went out to lunch and went for a ride through KOP. I showed him KOP. Never really been through it.
Really?
I didn't take him over to Valley Forge, though.
Yeah, that's
But
when I
I
started.
showed him I took him over to the town center to show him what they had done there because it used to be a golf course and all that. And
Oh,
then we went down. I showed him my kid's place, and
There's the woods where Jim lost his virginity.
I said something about the woods. I showed him the apartments that used to be the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Drove past there.
Oh God, you took him to the fun parts of town.
We went circles, circles and circles, all through Bridgeport, all through KOP.
No, nice.
It was pretty cool. And then I showed him that new development where they have the $1 million single homes
Where's that at?
across from Sam Ash.
Wow.
$980,000 for a single home in there now.
Across from Sam Ash.
Yeah, the old quarry site.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, the other quarry. Yeah.
900,000
to live on a
plus.
giant sinkhole. Good luck with that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, new guys.
No,
who-
that's all been checked out and verified.
Sure it has. They did the same when they built 202 and Bridgeport. Yeah, sure, everything's fine. Yeah, new guys who built a submarine and took it into that quarry back there.
They had cameras. They didn't have cameras then.
This was the 70s. No, they didn't have anything
But
like
they
that.
had Super 8.
But no, they took a couple of 55-gallon drums, built a submarine, and
Did it sink?
they crashed into a stick and it pushed the plexiglass window in and it sank in the quarry. They had a hard time. They said they just barely got out in time.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, they were weird dudes. One guy, Ken, he was the guy when we were doing
Barbie's
projects
friend.
in school. He built a guillotine, like a full-size working guillotine, and brought it to school. And they were like, "You can't have that here." He's like, "Why?" His dad was with him. He helped him bring it. And he's like, "What's the problem?" It's like, well, "You've got a metal blade." They're like, fine. Go get the wooden one. And his dad had a wooden blade. He just
That's
rammed
great.
it in. Like they knew it was going to be a problem.
Oh my God, man.
So, fuck it. But I was
So since I saw you last,
Yeah.
had some crazy adventures.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like a day?
No. Oh yeah. Yeah. But since we saw each other here,
Hmm.
so I was feeling really ill for like the latter part of last week. I don't know if I told you.
On antibiotics.
Oh.
That's why I had to leave. I was in too much pain.
Hmm.
It kicked in again real hard.
Oh, okay.
So I may need surgery.
Oh, that's less than optimal. Well, I was just fighting a bout of nausea and whatnot. And so Thursday night, I went to a private concert at somebody's house, and they had Joel Hoekstra there, the guitar player for Whitesnake, and he's actually helping out in Accept right now.
Nice.
So it was him and this guy Gibbs, and it's called Gibbs
Where
Hoekstra.
the hell is he?
What?
Why is he not here?
What you mean on the show?
Yeah.
No, he's not on the
Oh,
show.
he should have been here.
Yeah, I didn't stick around long enough to ask anybody to come do the show.
Oh well.
But
That's fine.
here's their. I'll put the website up. We did get to briefly say hello and stuff at the end, and
All right, bring it up on the other side.
it was pretty
here.
cool. They do all
God.
acoustic stuff, and they did a bunch of Whitesnake songs. And this guy Gibbs, he plays with Ricky Rocket from Poison. They have a band together, and he's also a guy that helps out professionally. That is with Poison. This is, I believe, this picture here's from the Sellersville. They played there the night before I saw them, I think. So so I got to do that, and then I played 2 nights this weekend with Old School, and then Sunday night I went to Judas Priest, and this is my $5 in the parking lot shirt.
Oh, very
that
nice.
has a hole in it. Found a hole in the up here.
Oh well, you just
But it's
obligatory
$5.
pinhole burns.
You know.
This is his. This is what you're looking at, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And I have, you know, I have footage on my phone I could play, but I don't know how I would get it on the show. That's always the hard part. I don't know.
Don't play messages. They might be from my sister. She messaged me about 35 times in the last hour.
Here's my album. Let's see if this is not that anybody can see it in the show, but that's when we met them afterward.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I didn't get to meet anybody at Juice Priest this time. I met them before. But,
Sweet.
I have video in here somewhere. I don't know how to
I
make
saw
it.
the pictures from Priest. That looked really good.
Priest was excellent.
We had fun.
All
right, we have
Richie Faulkner was.
We
amazing.
should do this. I know you've got extra.
That's
there.
fine.
But I was shocked. This was a shocking find. I was going to grab something else. And Bree said, "What is that?"
It's a Bach.
It's a Yingling Bach.
Who knew they made that?
I didn't even know.
That's pretty cool.
So I was like, get it. And then she went to the store yesterday. I said, go get another 12 pack. She goes, for the show? I'm like, no, for me and you. Go get it.
I tried that beer you got me too.
You
yesterday.
like it?
It was good.
They have a whole athletic brewing company. They have a whole range of different kind of beer.
How do you like them apples?
So I was getting that for Brie when she was not having anything, just so she could occasionally have something. So another Bach, man.
Well, cheers. That looks
Skull.
nice and dark in
I
there.
like it.
Let's see.
It's going to be very malty.
Hey,
Chris. Hey, Nico. What's up, guys?
Chris. And there's Nico.
Oh my God, that's very nice.
It's interesting. It's very
I like it. Malty.
I don't know if I like that.
No?
Have to let that
Savage.
settle in. Nico had a good time.
Yeah, I saw some photos
So
of
I'll
it.
tell you a funny story.
Yeah. All right, what's your rating on that? Let's get this quantified first.
I'll give it a 5.
5?
Sorry.
Okay.
Not my favor.
Okay.
We found out that I knew before it was going because I ran into Al the other night, but Al and his uncle was going to be there.
I'll give it a 7. Okay. Yeah. And whose uncle? Wait, Al's uncle? Huh?
Nico's uncle Al.
His uncle Al. Okay. Yeah, I think I saw
his aunt.
something about
Yeah, so they were going to be there. So we're like, okay,
Sorry, I was typing and chewing
we were
gum.
walking around, and we had a few cocktails because again at birthday week, and so we go to our seats, and they're sitting in the seats right next to us. Like we were 9, 10, 11, and they were 7 and 8.
How the hell did that happen?
Just pure
luck.
And if you, I mean, it's a giant arena. It's like, I don't know, 10,000 people.
Well, that's kind of like what was it? M3. Like everyone, like the 2 times I went, at least. I mean, people we knew weren't that far away when you consider how many seats there are.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fucked up.
Like
That's just weird.
So we all hung out and we had a good time, and it was great. And I don't know, maybe Nico had something to do with it, but I don't know. He didn't even know the seats we had until we got there that night.
That's what he tells you.
They were on my phone.
I know why you don't like this.
What is it?
There's no hops.
Maybe that's what it is.
It's not hoppy.
I like Hoppy. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Doesn't have a lot of hops in it. There's no bittering hops.
I spoke to Hoppy the other week too.
Yeah.
Speaking of
What
Hoppy,
the hell was that? Sorry, somebody just
the
stuck
greatest sound man that ever was in the Philadelphia area. Missed that bastard.
Where's messing around with the voodoo doll? Please stop. Damn.
Maybe I spit in your eye.
No. There wasn't. No. That would be Hall's mentholyptus.
Oh,
that burns. But but
mm-hmm.
no, that felt like a needle in the eye. That was totally different. Less gross, more pain. So,
but yeah, man, Priest was.
That was up in Jim Thorpe,
Reading.
Okay,
Santander.
Mm-hmm. Santander.
So we get there, we park, and we ended up on like the 7th level of this parking garage. The elevator, one is down, the other one is barely working. So we wander our way down, standing there, and I go, yeah, I don't think I locked the doors to the car.
Oh, Well, it's Reading. What's worse that could happen?
So Ken and I took a walk back and walked all the way up. Nico went to Dunkin' Donuts and took care of business, whatever was going on there.
Took a shit.
And it was, up the 7 flights. What is it? 7 times 5.
That would be 35.
7 times 10. I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
Wound our way back up, locked the car, came back down. Saw evidence of homeless encampment inside the parking garage.
you know, we have one of those. Well, we have bunches of those all of a sudden. I don't know what the hell happened since COVID, but
they're everywhere.
The stairs that go from the parking garage at Target to Michael's, that's a homeless camp.
Really? I'm glad I've never walked on those steps recently.
It's grim, but they have a homeless.
We have an advocate.
No. You know, did you ever hear those ultrasonic deer fuck off things?
Yeah.
They have one there for the homeless people. It's just a high pitched whining thing. It gives you a headache. It drives me crazy because I can hear the deer things. Because Caitlin and I, we used to take a walk to Hauser. Somebody had one there. And when we got to the same part of the trail every time, we were both like,
I didn't know they had them back there.
There was somebody had it near their fence.
Let's see if this is one of those like that.
No, much more shrill than that. No. No, that would annoy the people at Starbucks. They're very, very tense. Hello, Pam. Oh my God, that is annoying, but that's not it.
That's the kind of thing I would think they put in there.
It's high enough.
Pam?
It's high pitched, but like not super high pitched. Like,
yeah.
It's not something only dogs and weirdos like Caitlin and I can hear. It's like, or kids. It's just obnoxious. So I guess they can't sleep because I guess somebody was sleeping. It goes up a staircase. There's a landing, and then it goes up.
So I think they just do this once every 15 minutes.
Hey, Jackie. No, I hate that sound.
Hello, Jackie.
I hate it so much.
See, you wouldn't sleep there with that.
No, I wouldn't sleep on a parking lot staircase. No, that's weird like that. Reminds me of Deadpool now.
Block in, right? The reverb was strong on that one.
The reverb was strong with this one. What the fuck was that?
Sexy meow.
I don't like that.
Anyway,
I really don't like that.
That's it. Yeah, so we saw evidence of that. Then we finally came down the stairs, and there was a line to get in, even though the doors opened at 6:30, but it was now like 7:15. I don't know what was going on there. There was a lot of disorganization. But the band that went on first is called Sabaton. I've seen those guys a few times.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
European metal band.
Yeah.
The big
like Norwegian death metal.
No, it's melodic kind of.
Oh,
in fact,
don't spill that.
David and I saw them at the Trocadero with Accept, and when we were walking back to our car at the end of the night, they were walking to their bus. We met them.
You're like,
Sabaton.
Great show. You're welcome.
It's like it's kind of like Viking rock.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to go in to see them, and they didn't care. So we just walked the corridor and ran into like 7 million people,
That you knew, or just 7 million strangers?
There were people saying hello to me that
okay.
I apparently knew.
A lot of people went to that show. I was shocked.
Yes.
Like people that
I saw
I
Chris Giordano,
Mm-hmm.
world's greatest Paul Stanley impersonator.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I mean, it's Priest, and Priest hasn't been here in how long?
4 years. I saw them at the Met. That was the last time I saw them. So that was, I think it was 4 years, 3 or 4 years ago.
So
great show. I liked it there better than this, but this was bigger.
How'd they sound?
They had the full stage production. It was excellent. I mean, it was so.
It's like they're aging, but not as grotesquely as say like Don Dokken.
Yeah, but there's no they. At this point, Judas Priest is Ian Hill and Rob Halford.
That's a they.
Yeah,
enough to necessitate a they.
Rob's 72.
Yep.
Richie Faulkner, the guitar player, is 44. So, and then they have.
I mean, just the fact that he can still sing.
Oh, he nails it.
is sick.
He nails it. Like I played. I don't know if you watched any of the videos I posted.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah.
Very
He's
good.
always sounded really good. He's spot on. And there's so
He
many
pulled
times
back a little bit in certain areas. Did a little bit of the audience
Yeah.
thing. But he was hitting
pretending the mic
notes.
cut out. That
I mean,
kind of shit.
at 72. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my God. Didn't miss a beat. And they were sharp. They were very sharp. And Richie Faulkner is a god among men and I don't even know what among guitar players. Something going on with the sound.
I was trying to figure out what Bree was talking about. She's like, it's louder now, closer to the beer store. She's talking about the sound.
I thought maybe we were having an audio issue.
I thought I had a stroke. I'm like, can't read that. Oh yeah, no, the thing is very loud.
Yeah, they got to keep you away from that beer store.
Well, I don't want to go there anyway.
I do. I go there all the time.
I'm just tired of going in there. It's like when I go to Starbucks, I'm still pissed. It's the same thing. I want coffee. I want beer. I have to stand there and look around at the beer store, and it's like, oh, strawberry cheesecake triple IPA.
So I walk.
That sounds fucking yummy.
Corona Light. Thank you. Pay and leave. What's on special? Maybe I could buy a few things for the show.
Yeah, but the problem with the special is that usually when they put something on special, it's like
old.
3 years old. Yeah. I mean, they're selling like, oh yeah, you should have some of this Maibach. I'm like, oh, Maibach. So it's Oktoberfest from 2019. Yeah, probably going to be great. So yeah.
See, now the pumpkin stuff tastes like this, but it's sweeter.
It's got a little more spice in it. This is just
flavor.
Bach is just malt. Like I said, like
Malty
I remember
goodness.
I remember when back
in the style of German.
Back in like I think the bicentennial. When Michelob came out with Bach beer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a kid. I don't know. I just know there's shittier shit and then this stuff. And I'm like, my dad had a couple of cases of it because
everybody had Michelob.
You had to, well, my uncle had the good beer. He had Michelob. My dad had Schmitz and Bud.
We didn't have beer in my house.
We had we had a pool, so we had a lot of family that came over in the summer. Only in the summer.
Jim, you look good. What's your name, Frank?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who are you? I told you. I told you a story about I shocked the pool to get people out of it.
No.
Well, you don't know my dad, but you know enough of him to make fun of him and do an impression of him.
I never met him.
No,
he's a fictional character in my mind. Only.
In mine too. But he, you had to clean the pool every day. If the pool wasn't clean, he came home. I mean, like there were days when we'd have thunderstorms all day, and he came home and the pool's a little dirty. He's like, "Why didn't you clean a goddamn pool?" We had thunderstorms. I didn't want to put a 30-foot metal pole up in the air. Wasn't no goddamn thunderstorms where I was. I'm like, you were inside, Dad. They don't happen inside a factory floor.
And he was in Quakertown.
Well, no, he was in Conshohocken. But I'm like, I'll go out and fuck, I'll go, goddamn, and he'd go out and do it. But so like I'm cleaning it, and some cousins I never knew I had came over, and they just said, hey, jump in the pool, and I've got the pole in the pool. Now, if you've ever cleaned a pool before, you can't fucking clean the pool with people in there because they're mixing everything up. But mostly when the water is all choppy, you can't see through it. So I can't do this. I said, look, can you just give me 10 minutes to finish this, please? Just do over it. We'll be okay. No, I need you to get up. Fuck. They wouldn't do it. I just went and we had a case of like, what is it? Like hyperchlorine. It's shock. And I threw a bunch of bags in and the kid's like, what is that? I'm like, shock. What does that do? In about 5 seconds, it's going to eat your skin off. He's like, jumps out and he goes, well, how long till we go in? I'm like, about an hour. He's like, why'd you do that? I'm like, you didn't listen to me. Get the fuck out of my pool. We were watching something.
If you don't like
we were watching CSI Vegas, which this still sounds weird to me. And they're like talking about muriatic acid. And it was like, muriatic acid, that'll eat through anything. And I was like, what? So my dad used to make me clean the coping of the pool with my bare hands. Like he'd have me like in the pool or on my knees with a scrub brush.
Yeah.
Must you really do that?
Oh, sorry.
And with my hands in like straight muriatic acid. That's not an itch.
Something's going on there.
I know what's going on.
Ralph Heckler just said, he feels like Santander is one of the best places to see a concert. And I would agree with that because here's the thing. You get the full stage setup for, most bands.
It's a big venue, isn't it?
It's a hockey rink.
Yeah, it's
one level.
Okay.
So imagine
it's the Royals arena, right?
Chopped off Spectrum.
Yeah, because I can never keep up with what bank owns what. It's where the Royals play.
I don't know anything about what you're speaking of.
Okay, it's where the Royals play.
Great.
Okay.
Royal what? Hockey team?
The Reading Royals hockey team. Yes.
I wouldn't know that. I don't follow sports, man. Except for the Eagles. A little bit of Phillies.
Well, that's sports, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like or hate the uniforms?
Fucking hate them. Stupidest
There's
thing I've ever seen.
nobody who likes that.
They're so stupid looking.
I saw them briefly. I really didn't care. And
Jim said you're correct.
Thank you. Nico said that.
Nico said Jim is correct.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, we saw the Royals play there before, and I remember I liked the other team better. And then later,
I went to a wrestling match there.
Later, I got back and found out they were playing. The team they were playing was a Flyers ECHL club, and the Royals at the time were LA. They were like a minor league team for LA. I think now they're for the Flyers, but I forget anyway. But I digress anyway. But yeah, okay. So if that place, that's decently sized.
It's good. It's a good place to see a show.
Yeah,
you don't feel like you're missing anything, right?
Well, it's like the Spectrum. No matter where you were, you had a decent seat.
If on the U, we were in the back just before the curve started.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we were.
Nice.
On Richie Faulkner's side. Now, last time I was in Reading to see Priest, because I've seen Priest a lot in my life. I did see them there before, and we were probably 2 sections over. It's like, the stage 1, 2, or maybe even 1. We were very close to the stage.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the Spectrum. It was, it was big enough to get decent acts to come in, but it was small enough that, like right now, I mean, who the hell owns it now? You go down now to, my God, where did the Flyers play? It's God, I always think it's the First Union Center. It's
it was First Union. It was Wachovia.
Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo.
Jesus. I'll have another beer.
What they should do is just name these arenas and then sponsored by and say that in front of it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like this. Which is Spectrum.
The funny thing is, the Link is a sponsored place, but it'll be forever called the Link no matter what, because that's.
I apologize for that.
That's fine.
I don't know how that. Honestly, I don't know the physics.
You're fine. You're fine.
No, I'll just go.
It was a minor amount.
I can't figure out how that happened. Is it a dribble glass?
It could be a dribble glass. There is a hole in the side.
I'm very upset.
That's where your mouth goes.
I don't. Yeah, but it was over the glass. I know how to pour. I'm very upset when things like that happen.
Not as upset as my carpet is.
Well, it'll be fine. I've seen what Frank does to your house, and I didn't do anything that bad.
Crooked.
Okay. Did you fuck your face up?
It's just crooked.
Your face?
Look at it. The beard thing is it's all lopsided in the picture.
Let me try this again.
Yeah, I got to shave off the whole other side there or something. That's just not good.
I can't figure this out. That's why I never do that. I can never get it straight. I went with like a goatee for a while. It was never looked
totally
right.
Crooked. I don't know. I don't know if it's.
Look straight into the camera. Oh, that looks fucking weird. Yeah, it's like a comma.
What the hell happened?
Let me see. Look at me. You nicked part of the outside of the left side. You went a little too close in the middle right here.
I'll have to pencil it up.
Yeah,
make it really
draw it in.
Skinny.
That is Sharpie. You want me to fix that?
Sure.
Oh, I don't have it in this bag. Sorry.
I'll fix it later.
No, I mean I can hit you in the face with the wine puller.
Yeah,
Oh, that'll help.
Just take a chunk out.
Yeah, make it black and blue. That might.
So Jackie said she saw Heart and Journey there.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm seeing Journey later this year at the Link. I know it's Citizens Bank Park. They're playing with Def Leppard.
Oh wow.
2 bands I never thought I'd see.
I saw them
together or that I'd go to.
I saw that was the first concert I went to was Journey at JFK.
I saw them at JFK as well.
Yeah, at the
they opened for the Who or
the
Stones.
No, they didn't open for anybody at this one.
Oh, I saw them open for somebody.
No, this was Frontiers. They were nobody. This
Really
was
good.
they were the headliner. Sammy Hagar was there. Brian Adams, the Tubes.
I remember that show. I didn't go to that show.
Who else was there? Was that it? Oh, and John Cougar was there.
Yes, he was John Cougar
It
then.
was John Cougar at the time.
Yeah, it was one of the JFK shows I didn't go to at that time, other than the Dead. I saw the Stones there. I saw The
JFK.
Who.
That was my favorite place to go see.
saw Pink Floyd.
Saw Monsters.
We didn't really see a band there.
I did.
Saw them in the distance, and you heard them depending on where you sat.
Well, my eyes were better then. We were like
I had close seats most of the time when I went. For Monsters of Rock, we were pretty damn close. We were on the side, but we were
what's
pretty
the
close.
video they shot at JFK for that? I think it's Faithfully. I think was the video. It's at JFK.
Really?
And like an idiot, every time they show the shot of the crowd from the stage, I always look off. I guess this is stage, right? Yeah, the Adler side of the stage. I always look back towards that and see if I can see myself in the dark, like an idiot. Like, not
Yeah, but people do it. They freeze frame and they find themselves.
Yeah, but I'm like
I have a buddy
almost,
he's in a Kiss video.
Yeah, I'm not. You can't see me. And even if you were, there were two
It's
really
like my beard.
There were really, and I'm not trying to shame anybody, but
bad.
really fat girls in bikinis in front of me. And I'm pretty sure that the gravitational lensing caused by them and their mom would have precluded me from being seen in a straight line from the stage. But that's just
Maybe they did it just to piss you off.
No, it pissed me off was when
Maybe they really weren't fat, and it was
no. They had a cooler full of food, and by about the second act, it was empty. And the one girl picked it up and threw it at the other girl, missed her, and the ice water hit me.
Maybe it's one of these girls.
No, definitely not. Oh,
That's a Jackie.
Why are you on that page?
Because I can be.
Oh God.
Deej is on there.
Is his skid mark a little off?
It's crooked. It's very crooked. I gotta fix it.
Keep screwing with it. You're gonna make it worse.
I'm gonna go up right after this, and I'm gonna take care of that. I might shave it the fuck off.
That's why I shaved today. I don't think I've ever seen you without that thing.
Briefly, sometime around Christmas one year, I shaved
Really?
it off. Yeah.
Oh, we'll see how often I look at your face.
Yeah. I try not to look, but I can't ignore it. It's staring me in the face here.
Well, I don't look at that at all.
Yeah. So we were supposed to have Mike Duval in tonight.
I know. Well,
but he's otherwise occupied.
Well,
so we'll have to. I think he just kind of forgot.
Well, that's easy enough to do.
So we'll have to.
I mean, I was taking a shower and I got in the shower and I'm like just sitting under the hot water, like, how good time is it? Oh my God, what time is it? Is it 7 o'clock? I had no idea.
Because you took the day off. What does this help you seek? Rock of Love. Oh God, you don't want to watch that. I never saw that show. Rock of Love. Did you ever see that?
No,
I never saw that. It was the singer from Poison.
Poisson? No, that's Fish. That's that French hippie band.
Yeah.
Poisson.
I'll never forget when that band came out.
Which one? Poisson or Fish?
Yeah, Poison.
Poison.
Yeah, I was Brett Michaels. See,
Okay.
I was at a record store. I know I've told the story on here before. We were looking through albums, like, look at this chick band.
Yeah.
We thought they were chicks.
And they had a poster of them at the Aquanet radio studio.
Was it that
It
shot?
was that one.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
them.
they were in full.
Yeah, I mean, they just look like chicks, and it's like
It was weird.
It was a weird time.
It was a weird time. It's a confusing time.
Well, I mean, you think about it, because I was
Even George Lynch had poofy hair.
You think about like you got to remember, like when I came back from my banishment in Florida, it was 1980 and then 1981, right? And rock music at that time was pretty much just classic rock, like Asia, and they were on the
Now, that's a band that I loved.
Yeah, they were just hitting the charts at the time, and it's
Heat of the Moment.
And it just like slowly, like it went from like that, from like Stevie Nicks and what's his face, Stop Dragging My Heart Around. What the hell am I brain farting on? Oh.
Fleetwood Mac?
No. God damn it! Never
I know
mind.
the song you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think. I'm brain farting on the guy. He's dead now. He's guy wore a top hat.
Oh,
Somebody, thank you, Tom Petty. Thank you. I knew somebody would get there before my brain fired in.
yeah.
I mean, that was the stuff that was on the radio when I came back, and I was like, listening to that and like
So you're listening to MMR.
MMR YSP. And
YSP, YSP was classic rock.
I preferred YSP.
It was, well, there was a time where they were a much better station, and then they turned into a classic rock.
But when they were doing
bullshit, fucking horrible.
But they
radio
did a lot
station.
more harder stuff at first
at night.
Well, still, I mean, I prefer. It doesn't matter.
YSP was
but I mean, they
station at one point. Though.
They were. That's the kind of stuff that was happening. And then as the 80s progressed, then it got weird.
Yeah, that's when they went classic rock and Howard came on.
Well, not just Howard, not just that. I'm talking about all over. Like you started getting stuff like,
metal was number one, and there was not a station in this city. And when I say metal, I'm talking about hair metal. There wasn't a station in Philadelphia.
There was no hair metal at that time.
There was nowhere to listen to hair metal. And you couldn't, but even in the beginning of the 80s, so you had like the Sabbath, Maiden, Priest realm of music, even the early Def Leppard. Def Leppard didn't get played on the radio until they were a cotton candy band.
That's a photograph.
Fucking horrible, fucking piece of shit radio station city to live in. And I used to get really frustrated.
You have any opinions about it?
Yeah. And and I knew a lot of the DJs. I like, you know what I mean? Like I listened all the time, but they didn't play my stuff.
They played top 40.
But if I wanted to hear Inagata Devita for the 1.5 million time, I could put on YSP and listen.
That's when That was when I started. I started hating the Who.
I have it over there
because every other song was a Who song, and I have no problem with them.
What relevance? And I'm not trying to like say that the music at the time was better than it, but relatively speaking, put yourself in 1987.
I do often.
Me too. Still of the Night was a much more relevant song than Inagata Devita. Let's be real.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But you had all the fucking baby boomers, and they wanted to appease their dollars and cents because we were making probably.
Would they even listen to the radio?
Minimum wage working at fucking McDonald's or something. So
That's I mean, one of these days I want to ask you. I don't know if we have time to just how many jobs have you had and what were they? Do you even remember?
I remember every single job I had, and I started working when I was 14.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, my first job was $3.35 an hour. First real job where I got a paycheck.
Minimum. Yeah, that was the minimum wage when we were 14. Yeah, I was
after my check cleared. I got something like $35 or something.
I was a dishwasher at Holiday.
I was a
Inn.
dishwasher as well, and I was a dishwasher. So that was at Chesapeake Bay Seafood House.
Yeah. Oh, that was done such a great job.
I smelled great when I got done work.
God. They used to keep us. I remember I worked there. I worked there when I was 14 and 15.
Now I had done other things prior to that.
Yeah. I mean, I mowed lawns and my dad would jerk me down to his company. That was when I was
16 was the Chesapeake Bay. But when I was 12, 13 and 14, I worked at appliance stores with my father.
Yeah, see, I worked at a
stock boy work.
I worked at a hard, dangerous chemical company with my father.
Yeah, your father.
And he would just. I remember being 9 years old, and there was like a screw pushing this toxic waste.
Put your hand in there.
And I have it literally have like a stick with like splinters all over it. And he's like, just stick that in there and keep it moving. And I'm like, and splinters are flying. I'm like, what happens if the stick breaks off? And he's like, I don't give a shit. And I'm like, what the hell kind of a nightmare job is this? Like, this is like working in a Mexican poultry processing plant. But yeah, I used to do that. But then I'd mow lawns. I couldn't do that. I was mowing like 5 lawns.
Allergies.
My dad would take me. He made me do my grandmother's, and then like if his friends were just like, "Hey, can you have your kid mow my lawn?" I'd go and mow them. And my dad would be sitting there drinking beer while I'm mowing the lawn.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a couple lawns later, I'm like, "You okay to drive?" Fuck, what are you, smart ass? Kinda, but are you okay to drive? But yeah, did that. My second job was it phone? I had to call people and ask them how their phone repair was. I hated myself for that job. I was waking people up at like 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays.
What kind of phone repair?
Like if
this is when,
anybody,
this when the bells fell apart and
this was when it fell apart and it was all these little phone companies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be like, "Hi, this is Mr. Perry calling from CMP Telephone. I just wanted to call and ask you about your recent phone service. Do you have a few moments? Your answers will it'll only take a moment. Your answers will be very helpful." Like I'm 15. I'm like, "Hi, this is Mr." But I'm probably like, "Hi, this is Mr. Perry." Like it's a fucking child calling you at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. People are like, "What?"
I worked at West Coast Video.
Didn't do that.
I worked at another video store in Northeast Philly. A lot of appliance stores because my father was a manager at an appliance store. So I was always working in appliance stores.
I think my best job, I think my first 20 jobs were at the mall.
At Jacquin's Distillery for 2 weeks one time.
You monster.
Putting bottles in a box. You learn what you don't want to do in life for a living.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be like something you could program an arm from Radio Shack.
And now they do it.
Yeah,
but at 14 or 12, no, it's 13 or 14 when I did that. I learned very quickly that I need to graduate high school. And if I can go to college, that would probably be another bonus.
Well, that's like when I was 6 and I'm like, as soon as I'm 16, get my license, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I am not putting shit in a box for a living. Sorry.
But then I thought, I should probably graduate high school so I can get a job. Then it was, oh, fuck, I have to go to college. Then I was like, oh, I have no excuse. I'm out. I left. But yeah, I mean, the dishwashing gig was gross.
That's probably the most
and just dangerous.
So what was really bad about dishwashing was at the end of the night at Chesapeake Bay, before we cleaned out the soup things, I'd take them out to the trash and dump the remaining soup in the dumpster.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, just climb in. I'm like,
yeah,
what there's fucking rats in here.
We had a trash compactor and we had to lift the can. They were like 35-gallon trash cans. Or maybe 42, I don't know. They're big industrial trash cans, and they're mostly full of liquid. So they weigh like a couple 100 pounds,
and they stank.
So we're trying to lift this up, and one of us, and it's always me, has to be in the fucking dumpster compactor. And then my friend thought it was funny while I was in there to turn it on. Oh yeah.
No lockout tag.
And he's like, he's like laughing his ass off. You like Star Wars? Fuck you, man. Like, it was gross. It was hot. I remember the best thing was like, they had a big industrial garbage disposal on part of it. Was like a U. You ran stuff, you rinsed it off here, ran it through the little Hobart, and then it came around and you had to take the rack out, make sure everything was clean, and then put it away. Right in the middle of all that, there was a big garbage disposal.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like one day, and it never worked. Like you'd flip the switch, nothing worked. And the switch wasn't like up or down. It was like this way. So you didn't even know which was on, which was off. So I had a soup ladle and I was clearing it out, like bailing the water out of it one night. The manager came by like, what are you doing? I'm like, I need to clean this. I'm trying to get all the gunk out of it. He goes, don't stick a ladle down there. It might go on. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get that clean? He goes, use your hand. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. And we used to have to put our hands in there and there's glass in there. You get the shit cut out of yourself. And you're like, well, that's getting infected. Like you don't even pull it out. What's the point? You're fucked anyway. You're already in disgusting, grody, nasty water. Yeah, that was what they did. They used to keep us there. I remember, like I said, 14.
I had a Cinderella license when I was doing the dishwashing thing.
I never had one. 14, 15, they used to keep us till 3 a.m. on school nights.
Where was this?
The Holiday Inn across from the mall. Now it's like the Crown. Yeah, they used to keep us there. I remember
That's crazy.
Here's a very 80s reference. I quit because my teacher wanted us to watch The Day After. And I told the guy I couldn't come to work. I had to watch this movie on TV.
Okay.
The show on TV for school.
I remember that.
And he's like, and of course my idiot friends who all work there too were like, oh yeah, I do too. Yeah, sure. I want to see that. And and one of them told me that our boss, Ed, was like, yeah, well, you tell Jim if he doesn't come in, then yeah, he's fired. So I walked up to him like, yeah, I quit and just left. And I'm like, come on, man. I need to watch this TV show.
It was pretty terrifying when that came on.
Yeah, it was kind of, it was kind of weird. And then we talked about it at school the next day and it was like, Yeah, the melting people were a little tough. But yeah, neat.
Man.
Oh man, Jackie worked at a Burger King. Ugh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, fast food, any restaurants is gross.
It's gross.
It's gross. I mean, the worst part was, can you clean the mat? The floor mats.
You had to pick them up. You had to squeegee the floor.
Yeah. If you're, you know what? If you're like Hitler, when you come back, you're reincarnated, you come back as one of those mats. Because that is the grossest thing on the planet. It's always greasy, smelly, skeevy. And no matter what you clean them with, I don't care if you ran those things through like a car wash, they're still coming out dirty.
Well, there's animal fat stuff.
Yeah, it's just nasty shit.
Yeah, that was not a fun time. So yeah.
But then I got a job
beyond that, it was,
I got a job at a stationery store. That was fun. We just used to fuck with people all day long. There wasn't a whole lot to do. It wasn't. I remember the weirdest thing was it was like a U-shaped counter, but you only paid at the front. So people would always come to the back. So my friend John and I worked there. We'd always pile a bunch of displays up in the back so no one would go there. They still would go there. They'd throw stuff over like they were trying to save their child from the ghetto, like throw it over the thing. And it would just like, what are you doing? Well, I want to pay for this. Well, come around front. Do it here. No. Why? Because the registers are fucking up here. Come around. So we had guys, the best was this one guy came in and this is a stationery store. He walks in and he's standing there like.
This one at the mall?
Yeah. Yeah. The deck house stationers at the mall was like this.
Oh, that's not the place I'm thinking of, but okay.
But he's holding a pen in his hand and he's like.
Of course, that was 1983 probably.
Yeah. 83, 84 probably. He's holding this thing and he's like, do you have pens? And I'm like, yes. He's like, where? And I'm just like, everywhere. Like they're literally all around us. And he's like, oh. Just drops the pen and just vanishes. He's walked away. Like, what the fuck was that?
So I was driving down with Kenny. He was like, where was Queen Appliance? Because my father used to work at Queen Appliance in King of Prussia. That was the deepest into King of Prussia I got in the early 19.
Queen was under the king at one point, yeah?
Yeah, it was in that lower shopping deck.
Mm-hmm. Used to be next to like,
I think it was like a bank or something like
not
that.
AMP, Food Mart or Food Line or whatever.
It's right there on the end.
Right there on the end. Like the king, the marquee of the king was above it. And then under it was the queen, yeah.
We went to the movies up above.
Mm-hmm.
We saw this
back behind.
Ken and I saw The Stuntman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
At the movie theater up there, and
parents took me to see.
We were there. I think we went to work with my father twice. There was a record store in the upper part. I think that was there.
Record Revolution.
I think we went there.
That was one of the best ones in the area.
I remember.
I love that
people,
place.
When I first moved here, talking about that. But yeah, so he was like, "Oh, and now there's a Target," and I'm like, "Yep."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "It's all," and that's all raised ground. I was explaining to him, and
yeah, totally different place.
Different place. If you had left and come back, you would never know where you were.
Well, I mean, the bottom level where Queen was is completely different now.
It's under fill.
I mean, it's just gone. It's like there used to be a wall there. There used to be the escalator, the outside escalator, which was always
that's how we got to the movies.
The corner used to be Chang's School of Judo and Karate, and then that was a Comp USA. There used to be Buckley's Pharmacy,
Comp USA,
which was like a real pharmacy. Like you go in there and they'd like mix poultices up for you and shit.
And then you had the train place, the place with the train cars outside of it.
Yeah, Victoria Station.
That was there
because those train cars were there before Victoria Station. They just were there. They were like abandoned train cars, and somebody came along like, "Hey, let's build a fucking restaurant out of that."
No, they that was a chain.
Oh, I know that.
There were more than
the
one.
cars were there already, and they built the building around them and incorporated them into the building.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was just kind of weird, like, okay. And then it became a ribbit. And I'm like, I don't get the train motif.
Yeah, they're like, we're just going to use what was there.
Yeah. Yeah. They eventually nuked all that. But
they had a ribbit in Northeast Philly, I think, somewhere as well.
But that's a picture of King of Prussia I would like to have. The railroad cars just sitting there in the field for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just one of those things you never see.
And how did they get there? And
There-
why?
I asked about that.
I mean,
in
the
school.
junkyard's across the street.
There was a rail line that went through there, and they took them on. They put them on a side track, and then the rail went away. They moved. It's like it evolved away, and they were just stranded. And they were like, "Fuck it, we don't want to leave them there." They were just there.
Well, that's if you go over to Oaks, there's a couple rail cars still left over
Oh
there.
yeah, I've climbed on some of those things. I have the tetanus shots to prove it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. They just like abandoned shit in place, and they use all that stuff. The one thing I really miss about that place was Pizza Hut.
I
If
remember
you're going to take somebody on a first date, you need a Pizza Hut. The old dark ass 80s Pizza Huts.
yeah, with the jukebox in it.
Yeah, like there's little candles on the table, and yeah, I mean, I swear to God, when I watch Fast Times, I know they go to like a German restaurant, but that's basically a Pizza Hut. That was the place you went, and it was perfect when the theater was there. You just get over there, you go have pizza, and then you go to the theater.
And there was another theater on the other side of King of Prussia, right? By where
There was one in the mall, and then there was one at what used to be the Sheraton, which is now the casino.
there was a movie theater in there.
Yeah, there was a GCC in there, and then the one that Bree and a bunch of my friends used to work at, the one I put the picture up on Facebook recently. Let me see if I can pull that up. Hang on. That was the Plaza Theater. That place was messed up because it was when I was there, it was two theaters. It was it was Narek.
I remember the sign for that, if I'm not mistaken.
And then it used to be one
might have
theater, and then they made it
that was
two.
still there in the late 80s.
Oh yeah, it was there in the 90s. Because my God, where the hell?
Because that's when I started coming out here. When I was living in Roxborough, we would come out this way.
Yeah, let me put this up here on the screen here. It's so much fun. There we go. So that is the old Plaza Theater. That's probably when it first opened. It was one big theater, and it was huge on the inside. Like,
and where was this at?
It's across from where Maggiano's is now.
Okay, that's the place I remember.
Yeah. So, like
That's where
Maggiano's is probably like over here.
Yeah, that's the furniture store now. Or whatever that place-
Close by. Yeah.
Yeah.
The furniture store, I think, used to be over near Bennigan's, which like this little thing here was Gaudio's. And then over here was a bunch of just power shit. And then there was
I remember the
Bennigan's.
power distribution thing.
Yeah.
Because all that was still there when I was coming up here. It was there wasn't much up on the plateau.
Which plateau?
Where the I'll say Best Buy, but it's not a Best Buy
Oh,
anymore,
yeah.
Dick's
There was just
outlet
there
or
was
whatever.
the only thing, there was nothing up there. It was all GE.
Yeah.
Because that was back when you could
couldn't
ride
go up
around
there, right? You
You
weren't allowed to be up there.
No, you could. When we were kids, we used to go up there.
See, they put a fence around the whole thing.
Yeah. When we were kids, we would go up there, ride our bikes there, and there'd be guys literally with like M16s. And like they just wave at you. Everything's fine.
No nukes here.
We went to, they had like radar dishes. So we ride our bikes over to them. We'd stupidly climb into them and like, hello. Can you hear us? And then I'm like, all right, this is stupid. It's not sonar. But
They're building quite a big building up there.
yeah, they tested reentry modules for nukes.
Mhm.
And then sometime in the 90s, I remember we were walking back from the theater to see a movie, walking back home because I lived on the other side of 202. And as we came out of the theater, we saw a helicopter land over by the turnpike. So it was my friend John, Bree, and I. And we're like, oh, let's go see what's going on. So we're trying to get to the turnpike, and we're cutting across what is now Martin Lockheed. And like we're walking through the parking lot, and
Patty Phillips in the house.
hey. And then we're like, I'm getting a little nervous because I'm like, I know we're not supposed to be here anymore. So we come around this one part of the building, and it's like if you walked around the side of a building and that base at the end of Close Encounters was there, that's what we walked right into. There were gates, guards, lights, chaos. And as soon as we saw it, I saw like trucks light up, like security trucks light up and start heading towards us. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Come in. What? Just come with me. Come with me. So we walked through like a drainage culvert, basically like a sewer and everything.
Mhm.
And Bree to this day was like, I'm a good date. I walked through that sewer with you in open-toed shoes. It wasn't wet, but it was like a drainage thing. But yeah, we had to sneak away and then we snuck out, and then we were cutting through what's now Costco, and there was a cop sitting there, and he's like, "Where you coming from?" I'm like, we just went to see a movie. What'd you go see? And I forget what we saw. I think we saw like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And he's like, "Oh, it's a good movie. I really, yeah. All right, take it easy, guys." And we walked by,
And that used to be a drive-in there.
yeah, that used to be a drive-in. My parents used to go there, and I'm like, I didn't. No more. Don't want to know any of it. That's enough.
I have pictures of that in some of the books upstairs.
Oh, God. Ted texted. He's like, I took my first date to the Elverston Pizza Hut one time. Yeah, that's the perfect first date is Pizza Hut. It's low key.
We didn't have a Pizza Hut really near where I lived. It was probably like 6 miles away.
Well, the other standard was we could go to Italian Delight at the mall.
Mm-hmm.
That was acceptable. Pizza's it's low key.
I'm trying to think where we would go. Italian takeout in North.
Hey, John Michael,
maybe, or something like that. Did you see that? Hey, John. Hey, welcome to the show.
I'm wearing the shirt.
Did you see? Nice. Tom Nally put up a new video.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
I watched it last night.
Yeah, it was good.
That one was. That's where I used to go sledding.
Oh wow.
And it was about Burholm Park, and before they built the Fox Chase Cancer Center there. That was
used to be fun.
No. That Burholm Park was where everybody went to cut school. We would go up there and cut school and hang out and throw frisbees and smoke pot and all that. And when it got to the darker type part of the day,
Thanks, John.
That's where you went to park.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's a metaphor. I get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't understand how people cut school. Every school I went to, if you cut, it would every time you cut, you regardless of whether you got in trouble, you drop a letter grade.
No, I don't know how we got away with it, but we did. Sometimes
everybody I know cut class.
One of the things I used to do,
I feel like such
I
a
just
loser.
didn't go to school altogether, and I could forge my father's handwriting perfectly.
Yeah. Oh, anybody could forge my dad's.
So I'd write out a note that Paul was ill, blah, blah, whatever it was.
You sign it, Paul's dad.
Yeah, that always seemed to go over pretty well with the teacher. And the other thing was, I forget. I think the deal was if you wanted to cut a class, don't go to an advisory because then they didn't know you were there.
Oh, okay.
I guess they sent out a list of the people that were
sick. Don't they? I mean, usually every school I went to, they took roll.
You can't do that now.
You couldn't do it then. I mean, they take roll, and if you don't show up in another class,
I went to Philadelphia public school system.
I went to Jefferson Davis Middle School. Do you think they care if you live or die there?
I don't know or care.
I mean, I was personally white. Maybe they cared. But I was at the time I was Catholic, so yeah, they didn't really care. They weren't fans of.
It wasn't Philadelphia public school system.
I still would love to go back in time and sign up for classes Upper Merion after coming back from Florida, and just say, please don't put me in all of the remedial classes like I'm a sweat hog just because I came from the Palm Beach County School District. Please.
Was that an assumption, or did you take a test?
They were no test. It was an assumption.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was just, you came from, Florida? Where in Florida? Oh, Southern Florida. Oh, down near Mar-a-Lago? Oh, you're obviously an idiot because it's in the Lake Worth area. It's horrifying. I'm not making a political statement, but no offense, Mr. Trump, your home is in a shithole, but it's in the middle of Lake Worth, which is terrible. But the school
must have been good at some point.
It's a weird place. You have mansions and then trailer parks. Like it's
Jimmy Warren's on.
Hey.
You're wearing the shirt.
Wearing the shirt. That's right. Yeah.
If I'd known, I would have worn mine.
Sorry, man. I would have texted you, but I was doing stuff.
Coordinated or something.
You can always wear it. You can wear it next week, and then everyone has something to look forward to.
You'll have to remind me.
I'll let you know.
Next week is prep week for M3. It's crunch time.
That's right. When is the M3 show?
Well, Old School is playing on Saturday morning.
I'm sorry. I'm on vacation, so
and I still have to start working on some stuff for that. I'm running out of time.
God, I'm sorry. I saw the video of me pouring and I'm like, God, what a drunk.
That's a nice pour. Good job.
Well, I did the same.
You'll be able to walk out of here later?
I'm telling you. I don't want to get on the floor. I don't want to get yelled at.
Well, that was a smart move then.
Yeah. You know how I don't like to be yelled at. Did you guys get like smacked around at your school in Philly? Were they allowed to hit you?
No.
Oh.
Things happened. I remember when I was in grade school, a teacher used she'd use a yardstick in very
well, yeah,
ways.
they were, yeah. Well, wait a minute. Up here, anybody hit us? No, up here, no one hit us. Florida, there was a teacher with a yardstick that she kept re-armoring when she broke it over someone's head.
I was never on the receiving end of such behavior.
I had my knuckles racked. If you went to like Catholic school, yeah, but like I didn't go at first. When I was in high school, I saw guys getting like our math teacher was an ex drill instructor, an Army DI.
Read what Jimmy Warren just wrote.
Well, there you know,
Jim,
anytime, man.
Why don't you come on next week?
You do that.
You can come on right now if you'd like to.
That's true. We have half an hour. If you want to come on, I can shoot you a link. You just let me know.
Say a few syllables. But it'd be great if you came on next week. We could promote it.
Go crazy, yeah.
Then all your throngs of fans.
I can wash this and wear it again, and you can get yours. You know,
I'd have to find. Oh, I'd wear it next week. I'd have to find it.
It.
It's in the closet. Do you have any black?
How
t-shirts
big's your fucking closet?
I have about 200.
You make it sound like you have to like
about 200 of these shirts. Like
I know, but you make it sound like you have to hire a Sherpa.
I might have,
which I guess would be kind of funny if you think about it.
Might have to employ the help of my wife to find it.
Oh my God, Jesus!
It's in there though.
Ted, please tell me you didn't go to John's Wilkes booth at junior high.
Large for me, but it's fine.
That's fine.
No reply.
Sorry. Well, he might be gone. He might be busy. He might be going to get a beer.
He bailed already.
But
this 2-bit.
The shit show we have here.
Shit show.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
No, he's still in there. he's underdressed. Tank top and underwear. There's a place for it everywhere.
Yeah, I had to make really damn sure that.
Or was it wife beater?
Wife beater's fine.
Wife beater.
Whenever we get an internal call at work, the fucking camera comes on.
Oh,
and I didn't know that. And
tape.
Usually it's fine. I'm not sitting there like, shirtless, like shaving my nipples during a conference call or anything, but I have like, I often have to throw on like a sweatshirt or a sweat jacket or something to cover up the offensive shirt that I am wearing.
I don't walk around with this. I wore this today.
That I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with anything like this.
I wear like a shirt, a dress shirt over.
No, I don't. I wear t-shirts. That's fine. That's not a problem. But I mean, if it's like a Pillsbury Doughboy giving the finger, I'll put something over it.
Gotcha.
But the one day I stood up and I was just in a pair of like gym shorts, and somebody called me and I was like, I tweaked my back and I like literally had my hand like down the back of my pants, like as I stood up, and I looked and the fucking camera was on. This guy's watching me like, grabbing my own ass. And, I'm, oh, come on.
I'm sure you averted his eyes.
Yeah. Well, there was one time we were in the middle of a meeting and a guy turned his camera. He had his camera on. He joined the meeting. He had no shirt on. His wife was behind him, like running around, looked like she was getting dressed. I'm like, don't say it.
People accidentally turn on characters and then they're like a leopard. Meetings.
Well, usually the people that do that at my place are the supervisors. They like doing shit like that, putting on weird things.
Now, my old computer, my job, before they got me my new laptop, had no camera. So I'd be on calls and be like, "Oh, your camera's not on." I'm like, I don't have one. And now
I'm a nudist.
What's the matter?
Just say I'm a nudist.
I don't have an external camera at work, so because I keep the laptop closed because I have it diverted to two.
See, this one,
screens.
My new one, as with the other one, came with this little. I couldn't even tell it was a camera.
Yeah,
but I had these little things you just stick them on.
Now, why couldn't we turn these on and have?
You could.
Okay.
Well, you could turn yours on, but you'd have to join
I think we did. We discussed. Oh,
We did
there was
it, and
a
then
delay.
It wasn't a delay. We have
Echo?
to figure out how to mute you
Okay.
because it's coming through your
I was
computer.
wearing a
somehow.
halter top and knee-high blacks.
Oh, then you have to come on. Get on the camera now, damn it.
That might up our viewership.
Shit. But yeah, I had to tell my boss. He was like, because I had my background was like of the ISS cupola or something, so it just looks like I'm in space. And he was saying something about it. I'm like, well, I have to kind of cover up the room behind me. He's like, why? I'm like, because I have a standee of in progress samurai armor behind me, and I really don't want to have to deal with questions about that right now.
People asked me before if what's behind you and I in here is a projection.
It might be.
It's tough to say.
For all anybody knows, we're not even real.
We are figments.
Figmen of the imagination. Yeah, I'm shocked my sister hasn't texted me in hours. What's going on?
Well, last week.
Wait, maybe she did. Nope.
Well, I had work contacting me while we were on the air and everything.
Oh, yeah, I've had that. Yeah, my sister has been on.
Terry's in the house.
Some kind of tirade.
Terry just popped on.
Oh, hello.
So I do want to promote the
nail,
the nail show this weekend.
Yeah,
since that's all I'm doing. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but let's see if I can do a link.
Yes.
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 Yes. Let's try this. Let's see if this works. So Instinct rises again this weekend. It's posting. I don't think the picture is going to go through. Nope, it didn't.
All right, I'll bring it up. Hang on.
That's unbelievable. Yes, and this weekend, Instinct, Terry, Denny Fryman, Russ Fryman, myself, Paul Adler. In case you didn't know my name.
Who are you?
And Dean Beerley. We are playing at the Rusty Nail. We are doing an original set. Oh my God. Saturday night around 7:30 in Ardmore at the Rusty Nail. We have a couple other shows coming up in the near future, and I'll talk about those when they are closer. But playing some cool shows. We're doing some shows with Breaker in the future and Midhaven. But this weekend we are playing, and I can read the bands right here. It's Eyes of the Living, Dark Fly, Second Shot, Plummet, Instinct, that's us, and Rogue Target.
There we go.
Apparently, Snoopy will be there with his hockey stick. So
may do that.
Come on down. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I don't get Snoopy. What's that about?
Sure what I don't. Well, you know, who knows?
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Maybe they knew you were coming. They were like, "Oh, we'll do some hockey stuff."
Yeah, that'll get me there.
But yeah, you know,
Doors 6, music 7.
Yeah,
is that the whole thing I've got there?
I think so.
Okay,
that's about as all I could get to show.
Nice. By the way, next week,
yes, Terry's alluding to the fact that that we could have some more shows. We were offered a Broken Goblet show today, and another Union Firehouse show, but unfortunately, she is traveling to Chicago for business, and so and we need to talk. We need to
talk about this thing next week.
It's Saturday. I want to go Saturday during the day if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Let me know what time because are you getting tickets ahead of time or there?
I'm just gonna get them there.
All right, that's fine.
Saying maybe around 11 o'clock.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Like $40 or something.
Keep going.
What?
I
didn't know this. How much?
Let me find out here.
East Coast Haunters Convention in Oaks, PA. We're going to.
It says 50, but I think that's if you get them before 4/21. So now I think they're like 60 or 65.
What are you getting for that? Is it a 2-day pass?
No, 65 is if you went before 2 days ago. I think now
that said Saturday only.
No, but there's a date.
God, man, I'm still going. I don't care.
Yeah, that's why I was. Why wouldn't let me? I said buy tickets.
So even if it's $60, what are you going to do?
Yeah, well, we're going to go anyway. So yeah, I mean, let me just. I mean, we'll touch base afterwards. But yeah, East Coast Haunters Convention at the Oaks thingy dingy.
Let me show a picture.
Let me.
I know you've got the technology. You just used it a second ago.
I did. I didn't want to jump in there while you're doing your thing there.
That's about as thing as it gets.
That's as thing as you're going to thing. All right. There we go. Boom.
There you have it.
Yeah, East Coast Hunters Convention. It's basically a bunch of people who have haunts and animatronics and
I can't.
everything Halloween. They're going to be presenting their. Basically, it's for I guess people from like Spirit of Halloween are going to be there.
Yeah, people who sell
the buyers and stuff, and us because we just freaks and need to go see this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go to this.
I'd love. No, that wouldn't work.
Sometime
next year, maybe set up the one animatronic I have.
Yeah.
That giant one and put it in here behind us.
Didn't we do that once?
We did one of them, but we didn't do him.
I thought we did like the big Gandalf looking thing.
We did him.
Okay. Yeah. So there's that. So
Jim and I are really into Halloween.
A little bit. I was gonna bring some stuff in. I was cleaning out the garage today, and my God, I didn't put anything away from Halloween. There was so much shit. Like, yeah, I just pushed it in the back. It wasn't even like laziness. It just got overlooked. Like a spider here, thing there. Like I was going to bring down a prop. I had Stormtroopers of Death.
Yeah.
Sergeant D.
No.
All right. Let me bring up a picture of
I
Sergeant.
just say stuff to make you happy.
Oh my God. You don't know who Sergeant D is. All right, man.
We should also promote the stuff from last week if we can.
Yes, we get.
I don't know if you have on hand, by the way.
That is Sergeant D. He's the mascot of the Stormtroopers of Death. It's basically Anthrax doing a side
I remember
project.
the band.
And I went out for Halloween as this guy. And I have this helmet made from an M1 helmet from Vietnam, like a steel helmet. Bless you. And I've had it today.
That
and
means it's the truth.
I was wearing it and just walking around. I'm like, my God, this shit's heavy. But Caitlin came out and was like, nice helmet. But I was gonna bring that down, but then I didn't because I was super lazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have I have it on my phone here.
What's that?
It is. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Wrong button.
Do we have a photo from Sweeney's to show?
Like of the band? What are we talking about here?
Look up at Terry. Terry's asking about if we have a photo from Sweeney's or a pic from the nail.
I don't have that information from her.
What? Just looking for photos. Hang on.
I don't know. How come that comment didn't come up on my end?
It's over there. I don't know.
What's going on? Now I see of the band, but I don't see the comment before that. That's weird.
We have that. I don't know what the hell this is. This a video? I don't know where that is though, man.
I don't think that's it. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't have that picture. It's on the Instinct the Band page.
I mean, there's that.
Yeah, you can put that up anyway. But I was talking about the
what the hell? Oh, I get you.
Kennett Flash VZH&M on Saturday, May 4th. Making that reference, the guitars for vets thing. That's going to be at 102 Sycamore Alley, Kennett Square.
That's 2023, dude.
With our friends. Remember that last week?
Well, that thing. I can bring that up. Yeah.
Since that's
maybe
next weekend, and we could talk about it next week too.
Let me see that whole thing.
Surely.
Bring that over here so I can take a look at it.
I didn't sneeze on the phone.
Find that. That's fine. I'm good. I've got my shots. So, yeah.
Dragging along tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm doing too much at once.
I know. It's okay. Usually I'm the one doing all the looking and you're the one doing all.
Well, I got to do it all now.
Yep. It's all on you, buddy.
Oh my God. I can't find it.
We'll need a third computer just so we could have a drone in here doing all the lookup work. We need an intern.
Yeah, that would work.
Like at a radio station, they feed you all the information. Evan has the picture from Sweeney's.
Well,
I didn't see that picture, Evan. I don't recall seeing. I know you took a bunch of pictures, but I don't recall seeing them. Oddly enough, there's the nail. I see the nail. I see the future stars.
No, there you go.
No, I have no pictures on the page.
I cannot freaking find it.
Maybe I was tagged in a
Wait a
picture.
minute, here we go.
Oh, I know there's a picture. I look really fat. That made me a little bit unhappy.
If this doesn't work, I can't find shit. I don't know what to do here.
Here's my pre-stuff. Nope, I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I was tagged, Terry. It's not coming up here. Nope, not seeing it. Not seeing it. Nope. None of the tag stuff's on my page. But I did find the pre-stuff.
There you go. There it is.
That's for the VZ H&M.
Sure.
Our friend from last week.
He's right there in the middle.
Good cause.
Yep. Guitars for Vets.
So if I play a clip from Priest last week,
we'll get nailed.
It's live. It's not a recording.
We'll still get busted. I mean, you can do it. It doesn't bother me. But
you think we would?
You're going to get hammered for it. But
you really think that'll happen?
Yeah.
How is that possible? It's just live music.
Because they're going to know it's a Priest song.
Yeah, but if I played Instinct playing a cover of Led Zeppelin, we wouldn't get busted.
Maybe not.
Well, I'm gonna try it. Let's see.
You wanted me to put it up on the screen? There it is, right there.
Yeah, do that. Video I shot this weekend. Sunday.
I don't
night.
have any sound, but
why is there no sound?
That's why, because I muted it. Hang on.
You can almost feel the bass. You can skip around. It's 18 minutes of video.
No, I mean, I don't know how long you want to do it. Have it up there. Cool background, though.
Yeah, it's video screens and then live stuff. Also, now Terry tagged me in some. Look how much better it is.
Oh my God.
You know, we never forget.
Looks so old.
So important to
Looks
us.
like Lars Ulrich's father at this point. Hey, knock that shit off. You got that right. Let me get out of this.
Yes, I don't know how to get this to you there, but
What you got there? Send me the link. Just copy the link and send it to me via Facebook.
Technology not working for you. Maybe it is because I'm going to get it to you.
Okay.
Let's go to Facebook and then I'll go to. This is why kids don't listen to us. Like fucking boomers. We're not boomers.
We're not boomers. Fuck you, man. I really hate that. Fucking boomers.
I'm not a big fan of that whole age group.
No, they fucked me over, man.
They
That's what kills me.
our fun.
I was trying to get like 25 grand a year out of college and everybody laughed at me. Kids at fucking Burger King now are making like 40 grand a year. All right, there we go.
Good for you. That worked instantly for you.
Let me see. I'm just wanting to see how I can best display this.
Can you scroll through the pictures just like you did?
I can. That's what I wanted to make sure about. So there you go. You want to
Terry?
narrate what we're at?
Yeah, this is Sweeney's.
Man, very
Is it
disciplinary.
last weekend or the weekend before?
She should have like a library book in one hand and like a ruler in the other in this picture.
Evan's listening.
Yeah. What? He knows he's probably been to a library or two.
And he's probably been beaten
Good
by his
God,
mother.
yeah, it's all good. There you go. Let me do that. There we are.
I used to have hair. Anyway, that's Instinct.
There you
Since
go.
1988. Old as shit. Still doing it.
Pushed and pulled and created a band in 1988.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, Terry
There you go.
said Evan knows.
Yeah. He knows.
I must have said something wrong because I just got the community standard warning.
They just don't want you making fun of people.
There's some AI saying you're picking on someone.
Nah.
Very interesting.
Oh, I'm like sitting here like looking at my Facebook posts, and it's like, it's just up on the thing. No worries. Sorry, I found my Quebec Nordiques hockey puck in the garage today. I was all excited about that.
How'd you get that?
I have, you know what? We were at practice one day and I grabbed a bunch of pucks and it was just in the puck bag.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, I need pucks for the game. And where did I put that really nice one? Oh,
no. It's
it's
shit one, but it's all met. But yeah, I mean, I used to carry the puck bag. It was like, I used to bring like 100 pucks to practice. And then if we ever found any, they just wound up in the puck bags. Every once in a while, something weird would cycle through. And I'm like, oh, look at that. Blackhawks. Keep that.
That's cool, man.
So I have jerseys I found in like, penalty boxes and shit. Like you just walk in, people leave their shit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, all right, mine now.
Guy just popped up in my feed. Eric Claxon. I saw him at Judas Priest this past weekend.
Where did all of our
Oh, you lost all the commentary.
all the comments went away. What's going on here?
There's comments on the side. Is
Did I misclick? There we go.
Oh.
Something got clicked upon.
Yeah, so that's what's going on this weekend. I know this show wasn't the most exciting, folks. I have to apologize.
Hey, I had stuff, but we didn't get to it.
How come?
Well, we were talking about other stuff.
You still have
I don't want
9 minutes.
We'll have to do news next time. I had news.
We haven't done news in a long time.
I know. We have all kinds of fucked up shit that hasn't been talked about.
I like the news.
We can do news. I mean, there's always fun stuff from my favorite state.
I could play some Instinct, and I know I heard Gene Simmons was on American Idol on Sunday. I didn't get to see it. He was the the coach for the kids.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't get to partake in that because I was a priest, and that's fine with me. I'd rather be a priest than I heard.
That makes better sense. Yeah.
But how about I play a little Instinct on our way into the final moments here?
Are we in the final moments? Oh,
no,
9 minutes.
9 minutes till the final moments. But
all right.
I play this song a lot, but
play this out and then we'll do plugs and shit later. Or?
Yeah, sure. Unless there's somebody who has anything to say.
Well, I'll bring. We can do news next week and do some other stuff.
Okay. There might be some good news by then.
That's good.
Probably not.
Well, maybe.
Hey, listen, as long as the test comes back negative.
Fine with me. Oh, we have gone to the Haunters convention, so we can do some live stuff from there too.
Oh yeah.
Maybe some video from that.
We should go live.
I don't think we should go live. I think we should do video.
Okay. Who's editing it?
We don't even have to edit. We'll just do some video shorts and we'll bring them in here and we'll just throw them in we'll play them.
All right.
And we can go live and do all kinds of fun shit. But
you can make that the tag for next week.
Yeah. We'll just show what and I'm sure our wives can, video us getting thrown out because we're being fanboys or something. We're touching the stuff or
stop touching.
No
touching.
Licking the Halloween accessories.
That's even weirder. But it looked like pizza.
Yeah, I didn't know it was somebody's face.
That's the problem.
We went to one thing there one time, and Caleb was a little kid, and there was a backdrop of this really creepy woman, and I went to take a picture of her, and Caitlin walked up right when I took the picture. She's like, "The fuck?" He just had this look on her face, like, "What the hell?" It was fun. It'll be fun.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it, Jim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. You ready?
Sure.
All right. This is Instinct, and this is actually with Mike Calmeo on drums.
Oh, nice.
It's the one version of this song I have. So it's live in the studio, live in a practice room.
That'll work. Oh, I know this song.
What a small
Sweet.
Yeah, man. It's not bad for a live take.
No, where'd you record it?
In Mike's basement.
It's a good place to
Same
record.
place you were at.
Yeah, it's a good place to record, man. Sounded good.
Yeah. So we'll be playing that song this weekend, I'm sure. What's that? What's going on? Oh, that's great. That's great. You should put that on screen. That's clever.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It's really clever.
I'm sorry. That just cracked me up.
You can put that in for no context Friday, but context.
Yeah, now we can't use it. Damn it. That's
Hydraulic
great.
fluid.
I'm surprised. I didn't know you paid attention to that.
Sometimes things are happening.
Yeah, well, I get bored.
So you got any plugs for Kat?
Yeah, her show's coming on in like 2 minutes. The Cat Call on moncoradio.com. You can copy Cat, but you ain't Cat at all.
That's good.
Just saying, and
nice.
She'll be on, and let me I should always do this.
Put the link up.
I know I always mess up and don't bother to get the damn thing. Oh, there it is. So let me get that. And yeah, it's still not very smooth, but there it is. So I don't know. I think that'll come across all the platforms. So but yeah, she'll be coming on at 9:00 if the guy who was there before her switches over, and if he doesn't, we'll go to his house and burn it down. I don't care.
You know how that goes.
Yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. But all right. So we'll be here next Tuesday, and we pre-M3. How's that working?
I guess so. I don't know. My links don't work. I put them up.
It's there. It came up.
Yeah, but it doesn't show anything. It's just a bunch of.
Oh, that's fine.
That's not how
it's a weird link. That is weird. I don't know what that is.
See, it just didn't work. Anyway, so I
that's
just
a freak
put
show.
up the link for Instinct this weekend at the Nail at 7:30. So maybe we'll see you there, and if not, we maybe will see you in the parking lot at M3 with Old School, and then there's a whole bunch of shows coming up in May for Old School, and there's no Instinct shows in May.
What the hell, man?
It's a building month.
The fuck does that mean?
That's when you learn new tunes.
Do you have new tunes to learn?
We have a couple more to teach, Dean.
Okay. Hurry the fuck up, man. I'm tired of this shit. Book some gigs, man.
We have 2 coming up.
Huh?
2 coming up. We would have had 6. No, 4.
Hey, wait. This is yours. Get this.
It's whatever. Anyway, it's been real.
It has. You stayed relatively sober. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
A little disgusted.
But it's not the same. It's better when I'm drunk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Because then
I'm more fun.
I can fuck with you more.
Yeah.
Start talking about wrinkly testicles and stuff, and then
easy now with your OnlyFans page.
See what I mean? See, I'm not the one with it. I know you have one now. I know 3 weeks ago when we mentioned it, you went out the next day and fucking built one. I know it.
It's passive income, Jim,
and
it's only a W-9. That's how all that works.
God, I don't even. No, I'm not even thinking about it. No, I'm not thinking about it. It's too much. It's too
SaggyLucius.com.
Oof. Yeah, the fucked up thing. That's probably what it is. You just promoted yourself. Sick fucker.
Look it up. See if you can find it.
To the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Stop saying it like it's a thing. You made it up.
It's true. That's who we are.
Yep.
So, all right, morons are out. And anything else going on?
I got nothing, man.
All right.
I'm out of stuff. I'm out.
Right.
I'll play us. I'll just throw Silence Saban on them.
We're a minute over. Why are you putting music on?
All right.
Oh, right. All right. So we'll be back next week, 7:30. And I don't know. Maybe you'll be drunk then.
Yeah, we'll try.
I'll bring better beer. Something you'll like.
I have a vacation day that week, so maybe.
There you go. Sure.
All right, man. Thank you all. Ciao, bunga.
Word. All right. See ya. Good night.
G night.
All right.